So good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Shield on a Couch. I'm your host Hector, and today we're talking about the brand new album by Unearth, and it's called The Wretched and the Ruinous. And for those of you that do not know Unearth, they're a metalcore band. They've been around since the beginning of the 2000s, and they put up some great albums. Their last album was 5 years ago in 2018, and to me, they're a very underrated band because even though they're so good, there's other bands that are more highly regarded and mentioned, like the Killswitch Engage, Trivium, to name a few. But I think something that Unearth has under their belt that some of those bands do not is that Unearth has never released a bad album, in my opinion. They are consistent as fuck. And I've seen the band live, and I can tell you they're as an amazing live as they are on record. And on this album, they are not reinventing the wheel per se, because they're not doing anything that they haven't done in the past, but it's just solid. It's an album that brings those classic metalcore riffs. There's a lot of melody to it, but there's also a lot of aggression. There's breakdowns. There's great vocal delivery from Trevor, and I think that it's just an album that really it's an enjoyable listen from beginning to end. So the album is 11 tracks, and it's like a 36-minute album, so it's not like a long album. It has a great replay value to it, and I really enjoyed the album as a whole. I think the placing of the songs work well. So the album really has a strong melody to it, but also an aggression, like I said. I think when I heard the singles for the album, I was really impressed. Like singles like Mother Betrayal, The Wretched, The Ruinous, and Into the Abyss, which is one of my favorites from the album. And it's a great single because it has everything that makes Unearth great. You have super fast guitars, you have those like very powerful vocal delivery, because they're not this type of, there's metalcore bands when sometimes they rely a lot on there's some clean singing and beautiful. Unearth is more on the aggressive side of things, and I'm telling you, there's some great tracks on it, but one of my two favorite tracks on the album are actually Broken Arrow and Dawn of the Militant. And Broken Arrow feels more like punk, a little bit of hardcore. I like how the chorus with the Broken Arrow, and it's like a chanting vocals, work for it. And Dawn of the Militant is the song with the sickest breakdown that they have on this album. There's a part where it goes silence, and you hear like someone over a PA, like very apocalyptic feeling to it, and you hear sirens, and then you go there, dun, dun, and you hear those great breakdowns, like really pummeling, and like just a great track. There's 11 tracks, but they have an interlude called Aniara, and that interlude follows Dawn of the Militant, and then it goes into the Abyss. And I think they use it because Dawn of the Militant is such a like fast-paced song that maybe it's like in the midway of the album, so it's like a palate cleanser for you to get ready for the half of the album. And Into the Abyss, which is another very strong fast track. Do they need that interlude? I don't know. It's just like a interlude that I really don't think it really does anything for the album. So if you take it out, I think the flow of the album would work as great as if you leave it there. So yeah, it's just there. But yeah, I really think that the band has some other great like pummeling tracks, like Cremation of the Living, and Eradicator is another one that it's a total banger. So in conclusion, for me, The Wretched, The Ruinous is another solid album in the discography of Unearth. This is a band that has not yet to put out a bad album, and I think they should be heralded in a higher way, because there's some other bands that are more known than them, and they've always delivered, in my opinion. So what did you think of Unearth, The Wretched, and the Ruinous. What are your favorite tracks? Comment, I would really want to know. And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like and do not forget to subscribe. I have more content on the way. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield on a Couch, and I'll see you right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.